Hi, I'm Frank, and welcome to Spirit Lab. This is where we explore the world of spirits and cocktails, their history, their ingredients, and their bold flavors. Today we're making a Mai Tai, the real one, not the one you're making. I don't know, maybe you're making this one. I don't know. So let's get started. The year is 1934 in Oakland, California, where this gentleman named Victor opened up a little restaurant, pub, tavern type thing called Hinky Dinks. In 1937, Victor decided, I'm gonna go travel a little bit. And he went to New Orleans. Of course he did. This is where we drink. This is what we do. Cuba and Los Angeles. During his trip, he ended up in Los Angeles and visited Don the Beachcombers. And he kind of fell in love with the atmosphere, the environment, the escapism. And he's like, I'm gonna do this. So we went back to Hinky Dinks and opened up the Bamboo Room. Little side thing in the restaurant where he put some bamboo up and some things like that. It made it a little more tropical feel. In 1939, it had done so well, he went all in on it. And he changed the name to Trader Vic's because that's kind of the concept of all the traders and the beachcombers and all of those things was a thing. He donned himself Trader Vic. So it was very successful from the get-go, to the point where they opened up several more, and they're still around today. None here, unfortunately. But in 1944, a couple of friends of his came in, Carrie and Ham. I think that's short for Hamlet, because God hope his parents didn't name him after a piece of meat. That's just kind of weird. I don't know. He decided, I'm gonna fix y'all a little fancy drink. Nothing off my menu. We're going on a secret off-menu stuff, because technically it wasn't even part of the menu yet, not even a secret menu. So he took basically some other drinks that he made and started tweaking around with those recipes and came up with this drink and just said, here guys, try that. And they went, what is it? He went, try it. I don't know. Well, so let's see what it is. So they took a swig of it, and Carrie just slammed the glass down. I don't know, it might have broke, I don't know. She slammed the glass down, fist bumped God, and said, Mai Tai Roy. And Vic's like, you okay? You having a seizure or something? So she's like, no, man, this drink is so good, it's out of this world. So hence the name, the Mai Tai. Now, none of that may have happened. It all may have happened. I don't know. That's kind of how I see it going down. Henceforth, the drink was called the Mai Tai. And it was made with a Wray Nephew's 17-year rum, and the Kuiper's orange curacao, French Grenier, or juice of 1 lime, we'll get to that in a moment, and a dash of rock candy syrup. So that was the Mai Tai. Roughly 4 years later, in 1948, Mai Tai was so freaking good, all the Wray Nephew 17-year was gone. So it's like, okay guys, let's switch over to the 15-year. It's close. So they started going, all right, well, let's make it with that. And then from 1948 to roughly 1953, the 15-year was starting to dwindle down. And Trader Vic's like, yo, gotta slow it down, bro. So like, what do we do? It's like, gotcha. So they decided to take that 15-year Wray Nephews and blend it equal parts with Karuba. So then you had the first adjusted recipe of the Mai Tai. So it was no longer a single bottle rum, it was now a 2-bottle rum. Wray Nephew's 15-year and then Karuba. Then after a little while, around 1953, 55-ish, the 15-year was gone. So he's like, shit, what do we do? So all right, let's go ahead and try some shit out. So Trader Vic started blending a bunch of different things. He took some Jamaican rum and some Martinique rum, blended them together, and went yum, 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 yum. That's it. That's the rum we'll be using from now on. So, and that's what this whole video comes down to, that recipe. Shit, I'm so excited, I'm knocking shit off the bar. That's not the 1944 recipe. That's the 1953, 54, 55 recipe. But people still to this day call it the 1944 recipe. That's not it. It's not. Watching some social media, and there was this rum influencer came up, a fairly popular rum influencer, was making a Mai Tai. And he said, I'm making a 1944 Mai Tai. And he used the split base of Jamaican rum and Martinique rum. And right there, I'm like, holy shit, that's wrong. That's wrong. Because let's go back a little bit. In the 1950s, Martinique rum wasn't the same Martinique rum that's available today. On the shelf, at least, in general. You could probably get it. I ain't spending that much money. But in 1940, 1950s, Martinique rum was molasses base. Nowadays, Martinique rum is a cane juice base. So when you have people out there who are very well known in a rum field saying that the 1944 Mai Tai uses an Agricole rum, you're wrong. You're wrong. It doesn't. The 1944 recipe was a single bottle of rum. In the 1970, Trader Vic put a little article out, this is the Mai Tai, stop making shit up. And in there, it said that the flavor profile of the 17-year Wray Nephews, Wray Nephews, let me get all the legalities out, was golden color, medium body, and pungent in flavor like most Jamaican rums. But you can still get that flavor profile now. Appleton 12 year. It's golden color, medium body, and has a rich, pungent flavor like most Jamaican rums. So, single bottle rum. That's the 1944 recipe, not a blend, not a float of dark rum, not pineapple juice. That's a Hawaiian Mai Tai, and that was in the 50s. There's a whole nother story on that. Then there was the Kuipers. The Kuipers Orange Curacao. Not Ferrans, the Kuipers. French orgeat. Orgeat's an almond syrup. So what I went with, because you can't get the one he had anymore, was El Guapo orgeat from New Orleans, French City, close enough. And rich simple syrup or rock candy syrup. 2-to-1 ratio. It's probably what he used back then. Not a Demerara syrup. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no, no. Demerara syrup adds different flavors, different complexities to the drink. It gives a little more bold flavor. And that's where the modern bartenders and tiki enthusiasts are adding things to what the 1944 recipe was, but still calling it a 44. It's not. And we're gonna talk more about that later. But the point of the rock candy syrup, per Trader Vic, was just to add some clean sweetness without any other flavors. Demerara syrup adds other notes other than just sweet. So this, along with the juice of a lime, how much is that? We'll talk about that in a second too. So this is your 1944 Mai Tai. That's it. One bottle, the Kuipers Orange Curacao, an orgeat, French orgeat, made in New Orleans, French City, there we go, and rock candy syrup, lime juice. Let's stop talking about this and start making it. All right, in our small tin, we're gonna start with a 1/4 ounce. A dash is what the recipe called for. No, but a dash we later found out in 1974, Trader Vic wrote a book called Rum, Cookery, and Drinks. And in that book, he kind of broke down a dash is a 1/4 ounce. A juice of 1 lime was 1 ounce. So now we're gonna add our 1/2 ounce of orgeat, 1/2 ounce of the Kuipers, specifically the Kuipers Orange Curacao, 1/2 ounce, 2 ounces of a golden color, medium bodied, pungent in flavor, Jamaican rum. Next, we're gonna get the juice of 1 lime. Hold on to this. You're gonna use it in a minute. If you know, you know. Juice of 1 lime, 1 ounce, depending on how juicy your lime is. Drop that in. So, also he calls for crushed ice. So, get yourself some Sonic ice or something like that. Or do what I do. Get a Lewis bag, fill that up with ice. Get the mighty hammer of Thor, also known as an ice mallet, and go to town, taking out all the frustrations of your day at work. If you work in customer service, you understand. You're gonna take your crushed ice, in the shaker, cap that off, shake 15 seconds or so. You want to chill it, but you also got crushed ice, so it's going to dilute pretty fast. You're going to dump that into a highball glass or Mai Tai glass. I'm splashing drinks on me. Dump that in. I'm going to top that off with a little more crushed ice. And this is where the lime comes in. Trader Vic says in the glass he dropped half of the lime and the mint sprig. And the story behind the mint sprig and the lime and half the lime is it looks like a little palm tree on an island. And there you have the real original 1944 recipe. Let's go for it. Cheers. That's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. Now, is it the best Mai Tai? I don't know. You find out. Make it yourself. Then make the one you like I did. I'm not shitting on the second adjusted recipe and the using of cane juice rum. I'm not shitting on that at all. So let me be very clear about that. I'm not saying that's a bad drink at all. As a matter of fact, it's my favorite Mai Tai. I use a split base of Worthy Park Single Estate Reserve and 1 ounce of Sugar Fields local distillery here. Love their cane juice rum. Their unaged agricole rum. Delicious. It's my favorite Mai Tai. So I'm not saying that your Mai Tai is wrong. I'm saying that if you're making this and calling it that, that's wrong. Don't do that. Call it what it is. The second adjusted Mai Tai. It's a great Mai Tai. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. But it's not a 1944. And I am guilty of making this drink and calling it a 1944 Mai Tai. Because there's a lot of stuff on the internet. When you look up the original Mai Tai, they're going to tell you this. That you blend a Martinique rum, which is an agricole style rum, with a Jamaican rum, and you get this. That's not 1944. That is. So guys, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you want to see more Tiki, leave a comment. Let me know. If you want to see something else, I got other stuff in the pipeline too. So I'm gonna lead out with this. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a great day. Cheers to the Mai Tai.